Hi everybody, my name is Alan Lloyd. To return home to the portion, there is a figure in the sun, but if the sun transmits itself into the door, it will be the 1143 for the God power. No. Anyway, in relation to the thinking pattern of strong heart, the material of 3 on 4, 12 on 4, 5 on 4, 5 on 4, 12 on 4, 5 on 4, encryption of Bill Gates 33F3 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 binary O1. In that one, it's a strong heart to have the material to transmit itself into door 11. In door 11, the transcode of the program will isolate the law of the last message of the compound for Kung, my brother. In relation to Sir Anna, the democracy of law based upon implementation of network, it will be fired out into the parliament. Each parliament for underpants is a material for underpants to work out the consumption of the piranha to be listen out the door to heaven based upon the machine. The machine will work out 353535 by the border. The third moon will switch off to the mode of the Alana. In the thinking pattern of 3CFC15 by the border, the third moon for the scientist will have the way in to control itself into network 5. The border of the fifth moon will burst to tears to heaven based upon the material or happy tears. In that way, it is the element. Each element will send the sun through. If the sun has 1 on time, 12 on time, and 4 on time by the border, the third moon will switch off to the mode of the animal. In this thinking pattern is the material to network out 35C1. The door to 1143, 4943, 4943, 4943 is the material of Majura in relation to the hellholder. The democracy of law based upon Majura is a democracy of law based upon Majura is a democracy of law based upon Majura is a line wave or the Wa. In each Wa is the material of the confunction. The confunction of the piranha for Funk is the equilibrium to share the network of 1. If the oil waves share into 131313 by the binary of the hexaton, it is the Tashkeshan. The Tashkeshan is the lawyer of the fifth moon to develop the next technology. The next technology will material itself into the transcode system by this thinking pattern. The thinking pattern will be on way in to control itself into network 1. For Dr. T. Sandra, the material of the network will comply itself into network 1 and 5. In that way, Dr. T. Sandra, it is the material for the price chart. Each price chart will have the graph for the Galicia to message the last component. The component for the last component is a 3 on 1 for the audio wave. The audio wave will shoot through the star. It will burst to tears to heaven based upon the machine, and in that way we will have the strong heart. So, in a matter of time, when you do that, you will equalize the mathematician for Jesus Christ to position itself into the condom. The condom is 3CF315494945494549 by the drawer to transmit itself into the code. Each code is the ball in relation to... interesting. The math position of physics for police army is Jesus Christ. To map the position of physics in relation to the soul, SO. In so, perhaps in a matter of time, when you need to do so in relation to Instagram, the third technology for Instagram will be the way in to control itself into network 5. In that way, for Sir Funk to have the order wave of 3 on time, 12 on time, and 4 on time for the border, the third moon will switch off to the mode of the Anana. In that day it is 10324. Ma, Việt Nam là 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 7, 2, 7, 8, 7, 9, 7, 10, 7, 8, 7, 9, 7, 10, 7, 8, 7, 9, 7, 10. Cái đó là cái text file. Tại vì cái text file á, nếu mà có cái passport á, là được 1, 9, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10. Tại vì cái đó là con đi Việt Nam. Bây giờ con đi không được tại vì wait a minute. In English, I can't go to Vietnam because I will disappear. Because I drew some Vietnam, yes, but I will disappear. So I can't do that. I'm going to Alice Spring. I had a vision in Alice Spring twice, yes. So I'm going to Alice Spring, yes. Anyway, the transcode of the program will isolate the law into the last message of the compound to position itself into the door. Each door is 11434941434941, but the third Imala. Imala is for the Jesus Christ for math position of physics in relation to NASA. In that day it is 10325. The 10325 by the professor is the Kachkanang. The Kachkanang is the lawyer of the fifth moon to develop the next technology. In relation to the next technology, the position of the army will be in Sector 3 to decide to do so, and in that way it is the Tashkemang. The Tashkemang is a lawyer of 3 on 1, 12 on 1, and 5 on 1 by Morris Blackburn to select the fee FWE. The fee is 1324. Each fee will transmit itself into the door of 1143, but the position is the transcode system of the formula to think the pattern of 3 on 1. The 3 on 1 of the thinking pattern will measure itself into the next alignment of time for the sun. It will or may burst into the second stock market to share into the reserve bank. Each reserve bank by the parliament is a transcode system for underpants. The underpants will work out 1324. The 1324 is the line weight of the machine, and in that way it is dated. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting, isn't it? So, Dr. T. Sandra, in relation to the scientists to measure the alignment of time for the sun, it or may burst into the jar. The jar is 20% of the network. In 20% of the network, it will be fired out into the CS5 cascade style sheet for Watson law. In that way, it is the Tashkemang. The Tashkemang of CS5 is the See, I'm really happy because it took me so long to go back to work. I'm not working. That's what Dr. Sanders said. You can't work. It's a hobby. This is just my hobby. That's all it is. But anyway, Dr. T. Sandra, in relation to the third development of technology, it will position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time, the also foundation will have 3 dra. The 3 dra will map itself into physics by Jesus Christ for the magician. The magician is the way in to control itself into network 5. If the third moon bursts to tears to heaven based upon the machine, it will array itself into the third measurement of time, and in that day it is 10324. The 10324 is Bowen's in relation to the woodcraft by Air 1. In that time, when the air would out into the rocket, it will be the Soul Trader, SOLE. In that way, it is the Chashkana. For Galicia, it is the Tippington of the wood. So NASA, when you make rockets in relation to going to the third and the fifth moon, it will divert yourself into the line way. In that time, it will send the sun through. The sun will burst, yes, into tears to heaven, based upon the machine. Each machine will network into one for NASA. In time, it will send through. Anyway,